Record. All right, guys, welcome to our team call. It's November 12th, 2015. I know we don't have any new coaches on the call right now, but newer coaches that are listening to the recording, these calls happen every other week, every other Thursday at 8 p.m. So if you can make it live, that would be great. Put them in your calendar. With the holidays coming up, just keep an eye on the team page. I'm not sure when we're going to do team calls. But we'll figure it out. So we're going to start by going over Success Club and rank advancements. We have a couple people on the board already, and we still have half a month left. Illy Baguetis has 0 coaches and 1 point. Amy Tutelo has 0 coaches and 2 points. Amy Albero has 0 coaches and 2 points. Christina Collins has 1 coach and 2 points. Edna Santizo has 1 coach and 2 points, and then I have 1 coach and 4 points. So as far as rank advancements go, we have 2 today, which is super exciting. Edna Santizo got her Emerald promotion. She signed on her mom and her daughter. I met with them on Sunday, and she set the goal, and she totally crushed it. And that's probably the easiest way to hit that promotion is just sign on 2 people that will enjoy the shakes for the discount and will help you out. And as an Emerald, you're getting team cycle bonus and free customer leads, and it's pretty awesome. And then Christina, her coach, got her Ruby promotion, which is super exciting because Ruby is super rare. A lot of people skip over Ruby and go straight to Diamond. So she made a stop at Ruby, and I know she's working hard towards her Diamond promotion. So I'm super excited and proud of both of those girls. So congratulations. And our announcements, the Fall Classic is still going on. It ends the last day of November. So if you're on a team, get those Success Club points, get those prizes, a lot of good stuff. So that's that. Let me see what else. For the next coach sneak peek, we just did one the first week of November. I'm thinking we're going to do another one for the first week of December. Those are a great way to get your challengers and your prospects in there and get your Emerald promotions and just getting people on our team because we want to share this opportunity with as many people as possible. And on December 19th, we're going to host a team holiday brunch at my condo, and it will probably be from 11 to 2. Last year was super fun. We had bagels and fruit and mimosas, and it was just a lot of fun. So we're going to do that again. It's just a great way to get together as a team and get to know each other. So that's pretty cool. So tonight we're going to be talking about challenge groups. Let me share my screen. I was talking to Kristen and Heather, I think it was last week or the week before, and we were just talking about topics for team calls, and they said challenge groups would be a great one, and I agreed because for new coaches that don't know about challenge groups or they never participated in one, it's a great way to get people into your network and get people results so that they want to move on to either coaching or, continue on with your challenge groups and spread the word to their friends. So, sorry, I'm tonight. Okay. So everything you want to know about challenge groups. What are they? So challenge groups could be anything you want them to be. I've seen people do, water challenges. I've seen free clean eating challenges. Pick something that interests you. It could be literally anything like organizing your house, a cooking crock pot challenge group, anything you want, just something that interests you and what would interest your friends and family. It's just a Facebook group that you put together for motivation, support, and accountability. You can build relationships with your, acquaintances or even new challengers that come into your challenge groups. It's just a community where you can educate and add value to other people. Just daily tips, 1 or 2 posts a day, and then just a positive environment. So why do we run them? First and foremost, we run them to build our business and to build new relationships. A lot of the times what I'll do is I will, put a challenge out there before the group even starts, who can invite the most people to the group. And that's a great way to network outside of your warm market. You could friend those people and start conversations, through private message and outside of the challenge group. It's a great way to build trust and add value to other people. Like I said, educating them with nutrition and fitness, and also to help others see results and reach their goals. That's more of the paid challenge groups with our programs and products. So Beachbody put together this equation at the bottom. It's fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success. And a lot of the times people get that last part where it's support. People think they could go to the gym and pretend to eat clean or, tell themselves they're eating clean. And really you need all 3 put together to see results. And that's where we come in as coaches, just being that cheerleader for them and, helping them stay on track. So there's a couple different types of challenge groups. The first one is free challenge groups. And these are probably my favorite because they're super easy to run. And if you think you're messing up, you can't. They could be 5 or 7 days long. And these are great for newer coaches that don't really know too much about the programs and the shakes yet. And they just pick something they're interested in and share over the 5 days or 7 days. They could be longer if you want, but I usually find that people lose interest and stop engaging after 5 or 7 days. So just whatever you feel comfortable with. And then a lot of the times people like to stick with your free groups over and over and over again and just get, the benefits of them. But what you want to try and do is get them over to a paid group. And that's, the 21-day fix challenge groups. You can have a 30, 60, or 90-day challenge group. But again, what I find is people lose interest. So I usually try and stick with the 21 days. 3 weeks is not a long time, and people stay engaged for the most part. What we've done in the past is also a Shakeology or 3-day refresh group. The Shakeology, I actually haven't done one, but I've done the 21-day fix with the Shakeology. But sometimes people do Shakeology alone for 21 days, and that's a great way to, create a habit. Like Autumn says, it takes 21 days to build a habit. So, you're just posting your shakes, your different recipes, stuff like that. Or you could do a 3-day refresh one, which would be great for after Thanksgiving or between Christmas and New Year's. So whatever you feel comfortable with. Here are some examples of our free groups. Sorry, I have to take a sip of water. The first one was our 5-day free water challenge, and this one was super, super easy to run. We did a gallon of water a day for 5 days, and because there's no equipment involved, everybody just needed to drink a gallon. There was so much interaction. I don't know why, but it was just awesome. People were kind of taking it as like a competition, who could finish their gallon first. So we would just give tips and benefits of water, and I'll go into that in the next slide. With our 5-day booty challenge, that was around Halloween time. I absolutely love these kind of themed challenge groups because they're kind of fun and they're, again, super easy to run. You basically just we put this as the cover photo, and people picked whether they were a beginner or advanced based on their own fitness level, and they just went through the days, and it gets harder as the days go on, but it's free and people loved it as well. And you can mix it up, ask them to take pictures of themselves doing the squats or whatever. You could just make it fun. The 5-day free clean eating groups they're really effective and good because people love, sharing their recipes and all of that. But this one kind of gets a little confusing because you're providing the grocery list and the meal plan. And sometimes people have a lot of questions about the meal plan. And if you're not a nutritionist or, a fitness expert, you can't really give them any advice. So I try and, do the best I can, but I like sticking with the water challenge and the fitness ones lately. That's what I've been doing. And you can also do prizes. Like I said in this post on the right, the prizes are great for interaction, and, inviting people gets you points. Posting pictures gets you points, whatever you set as far as the tally. So here is what we posted each day for the water challenge. We just did 2 facts every day, and then just kind of like a fun how to stay hydrated with fruit, or, infusing your water, or 10 ways to drink more water. So you're adding value, but also just doing a fun little challenge for the 5 days. So that one was good. Examples of paid challenge groups. These ones are the ones where people buy a challenge pack, which is a program of their choice, and their first month of Shakeology. On the left, we have my coach who did a 21-day fix challenge group, and she actually did a promotion where if you bought a challenge pack from her, you would get the Fix8 book with it. She actually had a huge response with this because obviously people were getting something for free, and people love free. So she did really well with this, but the only thing is she had to go buy, extra copies of the Fix8 book. So if you have the money to do that, that's great. If not, you don't have to do that. But it's a great way to get those Success Club points for the month and really get people involved. So, and on the right, this was last December. I posted, my results from 4 rounds of the 21-day fix. And this is just a different approach if you wanted to do it this way. People love seeing results, and especially if it's someone they know. And this is just being a product of the product and showing that the programs really work. And that gets a lot of interest as well. And just inviting people to the next challenge group. And I'll show you guys after. The challenge group guides can be found in the back office. So each program we have has a set guide in our Coach Online office that is already put together, but I'll show you guys in a little bit. Some prizes ideas. I've done the Whole Foods gift cards and the Shakeology packets in the past. I haven't done the Fix8 book yet or the Shakeology cups yet, but those are also great ideas. I like sending out the packets because then obviously you hear objections all the time. I want to try them before I buy them and all that. So what I like to do is I like to send at least the 3 flavors, maybe 4 if I have it, just to get them hooked. If you send them one, they'll be like, oh, okay, it's good, whatever. But if you get them drinking it 4 days in a row, they're kind of make a habit out of it and eventually end up buying it. So that's a good way to get people hooked on the shakes. So if you're a new coach, a great way to get started is first deciding what type of challenge group you'd like to run and what it's going to be called. So if you're doing a free challenge group or a paid challenge group, if it's a 5 or 7 day, whatever you want, you should make it fun. Stay away from product names. Like if you're doing a 21-day fix group, do summer slim down or fall into fitness. Don't say 21-day fix challenge group, because I did that in the past, and people would just go to Amazon, buy it, and say, okay, I'm ready to join your challenge group. It's like, you didn't go through me. So it's kind of, easier to, get them intrigued with the name of your group and then kind of talk them through the whole process yourself. Number 2 is pick a start and end date. Again, if you're doing a shorter challenge group, if you're doing a longer one, just pick a date and stick to it. If you don't get a lot of people for that date, it's okay. I've run challenge groups with 2 people in it before, and it turned out fine. You just want to be consistent with your dates. Number 3, create a Facebook group and upload any files if needed. What I mean by that is when you're creating a group, if you're doing a 5-day clean eating, if you need to upload, the grocery list and the meal plan, that's kind of what I mean by files. I could, after the call or tomorrow, upload those so people have them as well. Number 4 is start advertising. What I usually do is I'll post about it on my wall, and if it doesn't get too much interaction, I'll go and invite people through private message, but usually if it's a free group, they go like crazy. I don't know why people like free so much, but it's just an easier way to get it out there, and people you could say comment below or tag a friend or share it. I've had people share my post before, and that got a huge, response and from people in my cold market, which is awesome. And number 5 is add your challengers to the group and ask them to invite their friends. Like I said, that's getting into the colder market, and that's a great way to expand your network. So some tips, keep it simple. The challenge participants, they're watching and they're wondering if they could do this. So keep in mind that anybody that gets added to either your free group or your paid groups, they could potentially be a coach one day. And if you're making it look extremely hard, then they may not want to do it. So keep it simple, 1 or 2 posts a day, nothing crazy. And that's the second point. Don't overpost. If you want your participants to stay involved, don't go crazy with the posts. I've seen it happen way too many times where I'll be in a group and it's just constant posting, and I get annoyed and I end up turning off the notifications and I forget about the group. So just don't overwhelm your participants with posts. And then also ask for introductions before the group starts. It's a great way to get people comfortable with the group, and it gives a sense of community. And then also don't get discouraged. Like I mentioned before, if you don't have a lot of people in the group, run it anyways. It's a great way to build that relationship. So if it's only 1 or 2 people, have a more intimate group. It's okay. Just move on. And then this was a message I got on Monday night. I had no idea my friend from college was watching me, and he sent me this message. He said, "Hey, Stephanie, I know you're not my coach, but ever since I did the water challenge with you, it helped motivate me to begin working out. Both my wife and I began the P90X workout 30 days in, and we see results. I want to thank you and your husband for motivating us." And that just really hit home for me, because sometimes I'm just so frustrated. I'm like, why am I running all these free groups? No one is buying anything from me. But if you're adding value to people and they notice that, then, he might end up seeing a great transformation with P90X and end up being a coach one day. So that's just my tip for people. All right, let me pull up the back office. So if you're in your back office, under sales and marketing, and I think it's under Beachbody Challenge. If you go to Beachbody Challenge group guides, they have all of our programs, which is pretty awesome. There's a training guide for each one. So if you're running a challenge group for 21 Day Fix, let's say, and you don't know much about the program, you can go in and read about it. You can also go into the coach starter guide or the participant starter guide. But I like this feature a lot, the daily coaching guide, because it breaks down the program. Yeah.
Can everyone see it? My screen still shows challenge groups.
Can everybody see? Huh?
Yeah, it still shows your PowerPoint, but it went back to the PowerPoint page. Maybe, I don't know, maybe unshare and reshare your screen.
All right, hold on. Oh, hey guys, I couldn't see you before. All right, hold on. Can you see that?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, hold on. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so to get here, I just went to my online office, sales and marketing, and then Beachbody Challenge. And then over on the left-hand side, there's Beachbody Challenge group guides. Can everybody see that? Okay. All right, so this is the 21-day fix challenge group guide. And what it does is it breaks down, day 1 of week 0. So this is the week leading up to the challenge group. And it basically gives you, literally you could copy and paste it, but what I recommend is kind of making it sound like you, because some of them are really cheesy. But if you go down, it gives you some nutrition posts, some Shakeology posts. What I would probably try and do is you can try this yummy Shakeology recipe and then actually make this recipe and show a picture of you with the shake. It makes it more personal and, not so computerized almost. So it just, gives you tips and motivation. And literally you can go down, if you have no idea what to post, just get ideas from here. So that's it, I think, for that. Do you guys have any questions? I know that was a lot of information.
What program do you use to make those little pictures?
PicMonkey.
What is it?
PicMonkey, P-I-C, monkey, okay. Like the animal. It's super easy to use. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but there's a ton of, tutorials on YouTube and all that.
Yeah, I haven't found anything that I liked.
Yeah, it's addicting though. Watch out.
Yeah, that one's the best for sure.
I sit there watching TV and doing PicMonkeys all night long.
She got me started on it too. It's all I do all day.
Okay.
So bad.
This is my new day.
Yeah, you could use it for anything. I mean,
I'd hardly take a back seat.
Yeah. Mom's PicMonkey. Okay.
Good to go.
That's so funny. I don't know if we want to go around and share what's worked with us. I don't know, Kat, you're the only one I think in here that's done a group.
Yeah, I have some. I wanted to stress the fact that you want to host free challenge groups. Not only you want to funnel them. It's called the funnel system, where you host a free one, and then people engage and they have such a good time that when it wraps up, you pretty much conclude and you're like, guys, don't worry, this isn't the end. I'm hosting another challenge group starting in 10 days. If you want more information, let me know. And then that one is going to be a paid one, and go from there. I think that what I have noticed and what I'm trying to work around is that sometimes it's a very big jump for people to go from free right into buying a challenge pack. Mm-hmm. So I've been working around with some ideas of doing a 3-step thing. So kind of I'm thinking to do this really cool, I told Steph earlier today for December, I kind of want to do a free challenge group that's create a resolution dream board or idea board. So it doesn't have anything to do with nutrition, but it has to do with your mental health and goal setting. And I think goal setting is such a huge characteristic that we want our challengers to have moving forward. So I want to do a free one of that. And then I think I'm going to segue them into a 6-day Shakeology, because we have that awesome sampler pack in our office. So someone wants to try the Shakeology flavors. It costs $20 and has one of each. But the great thing about that is that people are much more likely to spend $20. Yeah, I'll do a challenge group for $20. So if they buy the Shakeology first, and then you can then introduce them into the 21-day fix or size or something. I just think that might work better. I also think it might work better coming from a free water challenge, because you're okay, first we got your water levels up. Now let's try a shake for nutrition. And now let's go into exercise. So we're kind of building them up. We're you're not going to jump into fitness and nutrition and water and all this healthy stuff right away and spend all this money and not know if you can do it. Instead, we're going to be free water challenge, 6-day Shakeology challenge, which is is it $30 stuff? I think it's $20 or $30.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
It's something that's minimal compared to a challenge group. Yeah. And then try to segue them into, okay, you're doing so great so far. Why not go all the way and really jump into something? So you really have to play around with it. And like Steph said, you have to be creative, because people are flooded these days. I mean, there's Beachbody coaches and It Works coaches and Herbalife coaches, and we're all over the place in the sense that people get kind of tired of getting bombarded all the time. So you have to make sure you offer something in your unique voice. These are your friends on Facebook, and they see your posts every day. So they kind of have a sense of who you are, whether you really know them or not. They feel like they do by what you post every single day. You're building that relationship. So you need to go into the challenge group and really be yourself, not a robot. The guides in the back office are amazing for giving you a structure, but change it up. Take that like Steph said, make the shake yourself, or maybe use PicMonkey and recreate an image to have more of your feel or like look, if you have like a look going for your challenge group or something. I don't know. I kind of just threw out a whole bunch out there, but those are like what I've been in this for a year. So I've had a lot of, failures.
Yeah. I mean, you just kind of figure out what works for you. I mean, like Shelby, you could do like a crocheting one if you wanted to, like anything that like interests you. Kristen could do.
I would totally join that.
I mean, I
would
have
too.
thought of it.
Like
I
seriously.
totally thought of it.
I love crocheting, but like not good at it, but
We'll
Like,
get you good. At the Christmas party. Most then I'll bring my needles.
Perfect.
I love it. But like seriously, something that interests you because you want to attract people like you. So why not do, a free challenge group with that? So
Oh yeah, one last thing. I think like really good prizes also can be found at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. Like Steph and I went on a shopping spree once, and we got all these inspirational notebooks that I actually gave out as Emerald prizes for a while. But you get them for $4.99 at Marshall's. Then they have the cute coat on it. It's like leather bound. It's super cute. Also for the like free water challenge, they have all these great water bottles, like the glass ones, and they have a whole bunch at Home Goods and TJ Maxx. So those are always good prizes too.
Yeah. And the prizes are definitely a good, not bribing people to engage, but if you set like a thing in the beginning, I know I made like a point system for one of my challenge groups, and it was like everybody was participating. Everybody was taking pictures because they wanted those prizes. They didn't know what the prize was, but they knew there was something at the end to, earn. So it was pretty cool. Another thing with the funnels, it's a great way to build the relationships and then kind of move it to like private message. So I've had complete strangers in my free challenge groups that move on to a paid challenge group, or I just talk to them in private message and then they follow me for a little bit, see that I'm a coach, and then when I'm hosting a sneak peek, they kind of want to learn more about what I do. So just keep it simple. It's all about building relationships, and it's totally fun. Make it fun. And you can do also, you don't have to stick to one program. You can have, everybody doing, different programs, 21 Day Fix, Size, PIO, and put them all in the same challenge group. And it's just a way to keep each other accountable. So
yeah, like I think a lot of coaches use Shakeology as a common factor. Like buy any challenge pack you want. It's going to run for a month.
yeah.
The connection is Shakeology, and you guys can all talk about whether you're working out, maybe you're not working out, you're just doing Shakeology, or you're doing P90X or whatever.
I know for me, I want to incorporate personal development somehow into my 21 day, challenge groups, just because if they're already working out, if they're already drinking the shakes and they're already reading personal development, they're basically doing what a coach does. So I kind of want to figure that out. But it's again, like, I don't know if it's me giving away the same book, like if I gave, You Are a Badass to everybody or what, but I got to figure that out.
One of the top coaches, Anita Myron, is like notoriously known for running some of the best challenge groups. She drives herself insane from what I've heard, but she runs really, really good challenge groups. And people love them because she does stuff like, is she the one that did like the Biggest Loser one?
I don't know.
Someone did, but she gives away like a pair of customized Nikes to the winner in the end. And I don't know how she judges the winner, but anyone who sees like join my challenge group, you get a pair of Nikes is most likely gonna, I'm not saying like everyone has the money to bribe, but prizes work, like bribes work. I wanted to join a challenge group and I had a wonderful coach already, Steph. So I was like, I love Nikes. So, I think it totally works. But if you also have 20 people signing up and you're making commission off of 20, 25 people, you know what I mean? Like your prize, it's a risk. You offer like a crazy, ridiculous, awesome prize, like a $50 Nike gift card or whatever it is. And then you risk the chance of getting, but you could get more signups. So then it's like, okay, then it's worth it because you make your money off of it.
Right. Do you guys have any other questions about challenge groups in general? Because I know I started as a challenger, so I kind of had like a, background of what they were. But if you're coming straight into the business as a coach and not ever having participated in a challenge group, it could get kind of confusing. But yeah. Christina, did you want to add anything? I know you've run challenge groups before.
No, I think I don't know what I missed, but I think you probably got everything. Sorry, I don't know what you missed. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
You missed your congratulations announcement.
Oh gosh, thank you. I couldn't do anything without you guys.
I think Edna missed it too. Congratulations, guys. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I mean, challenge groups are basically the foundation, I would say, of our whole business. You always have something to invite people to if you're constantly running challenge groups. And even if you have one person and you don't want to run a challenge group with that one person, you can always add them into our team group, the Challenge Yourself page. That's always kind of running itself. That's a great backup if you don't have enough people.
What I always try to tell myself, sorry, I'm hijacking,
No, totally
is that it's really easy to get discouraged or caught up with the no's, but every time you run a challenge group or a free one and you see so many people engaging and you're really helping people, whether you make money off of it or not, it's really rewarding. And I think we remind ourselves by running them kind of why we're doing this in the long run for, and it's to help people. And if they're gaining something from it, then it's worth it.
Definitely. Does this make sense to you guys? Or are we just talking? Good. I mean, I don't think I have anything else. If you guys don't have any questions, it's a short call tonight. I can post a few YouTube videos that I've watched in the past too underneath the notes, and just kind of so you can learn from top coaches and other stuff. And also I'm going to upload all the files from other previous challenge groups I've run, which should help. Anything else? You good? Anybody have ideas of what they're going to do for their next challenge group that they want to share? Edna's like, go ahead, Christine.
I'm doing the 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving, then doing with Ashley and Courtney the November, trying to, the 21-day one for the month of December. Awesome. In December, I'm doing the 12 days till Christmas, kind of like the ABC family thing. Doing a fitness-based one, and then try to get people to get hammer and chisel, and then do that January 4th.
Look at her. She's like, I got all this down.
Well done.
Yeah, it's my plan. I'm going to serially, during the 12 days of Christmas, I'm going to be something hammer, call this something hammer exercise. And the next one I'm going to be chisel your abs. I totally have it down. And then that's going to be I don't know. It's up here floating. It'll come together.
Can I be a fly on the wall? I just want to witness
I can add everyone. Okay, then they'll think there's so many more people getting hammered and chiseled. I say it all the time during the day too. My kid's like, Mrs. Collins, what does that mean? This chiseled. I'm like, don't worry, okay? It's coming. It's coming. So that's my group.
I love it.
This is why I stay on mute.
This is definitely the best time of year to start planting those seeds, because with the new program releases, I don't know if anybody's been around long enough, but Kat, do you remember we break the internet with new releases?
Yeah.
Just get the word out, because as soon as it comes out, people are going to be all over it.
Insanity Max 30 came out at this time last, when Hammer Chisel's coming out last year, and it was literally insane. Insanity. And then when Size came out, it's just been a crazy year.
And just keep planting those seeds for the new year, because even if they say no now, they're all going to be eating and drinking too much during the holidays, and they'll be back. They'll think of you. So I'm serious. All right, guys. If you don't have anything else, I'm good. Awesome. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.